I don't know what that was, but the energy is high. Doors have been closing and opening on their own. Rhea and I are going live.
Whoa! The first time ever.
Oh, oh, ah, 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 eh, eh.
Whoa.
Oh, ah, 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 eh, eh.
Whoa.
Oh, ah, 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 eh, eh.
Wait,
Oh, ah. Oh, ah.
whoa.
Yeah. Guess what?
What?
The title of this video is
Oh god.
She Took Me to Burning Man.
Whoa.
I Brought Her to Tribe Design.
Whoa.
Which one is better?
Oh, we're comparing.
I just thought that would be interesting for you. So that's
Cool.
the title. I'm watching my own Facebook page to confirm that I'm live. There
There we are.
Inception, like.
I know, that's interesting.
Yeah. So, it's true. Burning Man had been something that was a big part of your life.
Mm-hmm.
You loved it. It was a radical experience that you enjoyed. And Tribe Design, a big part of mine.
That's so true.
Yeah, and so you brought me to Burning Man first.
Mm-hmm.
And I had my resistance. I had my skepticism. I had my fears, my doubts. And then I went. We have a video about it on our YouTube if you want to know, like, fully in-depth my experience of Burning Man with Rhea and hers with me.
Long story short, it was awesome.
Yeah, it rocks. I loved it. I had a great time. And it actually, I grew an appreciation for Tribe Design and also learned a lot and loved Burning Man. I had a great time. And then I brought Rhea to Tribe Design.
Which may have been the best weekend of my life. Maybe, right? Like, every experience is so different, and I think Tribe Design at this moment in my life is what I needed.
Mm-hmm. Well, to me, that's a testament. What you're saying is, like, and in my experience, that the events only get better. Because I leave every event and I say a similar thing. I'm like, that was the best Tribe Design ever.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean it. I mean it so sincerely. This was my best Tribe Design ever. And I just realized, like, where our mic is pointing. Now tell us if we're coming in more clearly now than we were before. So, yeah, it was my best Tribe Design yet. It was on the Oregon coast with an incredible group of people. For a Tribe Design event, historically, it was a small, tight-knit, super close and connected. It was like a family. I created a family in, 4 days, 5 days?
Absolutely. I just felt so much love and support and affirmation from the people around me. And these past few months have been very transformative, but also very challenging for me. I left my community temporarily in Encinitas and have been feeling, been missing community and been missing tribe. And
yeah, like Ray and I have been in Calgary in the winter, spending a lot of time just like the two of us indoors, to give you an idea of what we were doing before Tribe Design.
Mm-hmm. And so for me to go to Oregon and be around people and just like feel the love and support of a community again that I feel like I haven't felt like consistently in a really long time. And like it just like charged me. Like I felt like a battery was recharged. Like I got to open my heart to so many people and to have them open their hearts to me and just have this such like synergistic exchange of love and support and magic and play and honesty. And yeah, it was just like it filled me up. Like I feel like I came back now just like, you know, just loving from overflow. It's like this abundance that's just like spilling out over me.
It was awesome. Yeah, I was so inspired getting to see you in that environment. Like bringing you to a place and a space around people that I know to create a lot of magic and opportunity and fun, and to just like be so excited about the ways that I felt confident that you were going to just make it so much better for everybody there. And then being so inspired by you and everything, the way that you were dancing in the kitchen, to the way that you were singing by the fire, the way that you were speaking in front of the circle, yeah, the way that you prepared food, everything. I was like so excited to see you there in that environment. Yeah, and the intention for this video for me, for anyone watching, is for me to, I'm going to ask Rhea questions about her Tribe Design experience. And if you have any questions at all about Tribe Design, Burning Man, or anything that we're talking about along the way, please drop a comment, ask your questions. I'd love to talk about it. Tribe design, if you're familiar vaguely with it, is a huge part of my life, and it's a place where I go to learn about my gifts as a creative, as a leader, as a speaker, as an educator, and then it's like a radical playground for me to express and experiment with those gifts so that they can grow, so I can make them as valuable as possible and share them with as many people as possible. And lately, that's looked for me like musical freestyle facilitation, especially fireside freestyle jam sessions with a group of people. How did you experience music at Tribe Design?
I feel like there wasn't really many moments that didn't include music in at least like a small piece.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, like, music has always been such a deep, I love music so much. I'm so blessed to have grown up in a family that loves music, and I got to explore music growing up, and especially since meeting you, music has just been like enveloping me in this beautiful, warm, cozy hug, and the music really showed up at Tribe Design. And I think there's something so fun about making everyone musicians. Like, that's what happens there. I feel like a lot of times with music, people tell themselves these stories, like, they can't sing, they can't dance, they can't whatever, and they tell it to themselves so many times that they start believing it, and then it becomes true. But in reality, you put a rattle in someone's hand or a drum in front of them, and they become a musician. Yeah. And then we created these experiences where it's like, everyone is a part of making a song.
Yeah.
Like, music is such a universal language.
Yeah, everyone's an instrument to a song.
Yeah.
I mean, it feels so cool to experience like group flow in that way, where like one person can make a choice with their music, or they can change their pattern, they can make a new sound and a new expression, and to see just like something that I do ripple throughout the whole group and change the entire song in the way that everyone plays their sounds or their instruments or their voice. It's like, this is powerful. I love learning about music for the purpose of connecting a group.
Yeah, and especially lately, like, everything to me, like, I've been thinking in music, because we've been writing so much, and we got to share some songs that we've been creating together, which was one of the most amazing experiences of my life. It was so fun. But it's like, now I'm like looking at everything, and like, even like I'll hear people say things or whatever it is, I'm like, oh, that can be turned into something musical. Right? So it's fun. Yeah, it really showed up at Tribe Design.
What do you think Tribe Design can learn from Burning Man?
Oh, what do I think Tribe Design can learn? I think just like expressing in multiple different like avenues and facets, like, especially I think like costumes is like the first thing that comes to mind. As little kids, we love to dress up, right? It's so fun for us to try on all these different characters, especially Halloween comes around. You're a princess, you're a firefighter, you're a ninja, you're a whatever it is. And it's like, we have the most fun. And then at some point, it's like we kind of stop dressing up. Like, who tells us that we need to stop dressing up? And for me, like, I found so much joy in expressing myself through costume and through the clothes I wear. And Burning Man is such a radical place for dress up.
Yeah.
And I think bringing that element into Tribe Design, bringing just like a grab bag of fun goodies, that would be freaking awesome. Because then we not only get to express ourselves through word and through dance and through song, whatever, but now we get to express ourselves with the things we wear.
Yeah, I definitely echo that. My experience at Burning Man was that I felt super supported and called up to put on costumes, to dress outrageously in ways that I never would before. Literally, like, I have my friends giving me pieces of clothing that I'm like, I would never have worn this in the past, but it looks cool, it's fun, let's do it. And what that means, like, what that represents to me is being supported in, like, expressing new characters. Like, if there's a spectrum of archetypes that live through people to play different roles and teach different things, and is like, there's a bit of each archetype has the capacity to be expressed through me, and then that changes in different seasons. And something about being at Burning Man and getting to explore costumes and do different things, it's like, oh yeah, I can really own a character of, say, an eccentric magician, or I could really own a character of an extraterrestrial king, or like I don't know, it's like all these different characters, and like, what would that do for my creativity and the way that I think and the way that I see the world and the way that I express and communicate with people? So I definitely agree, I echo that.
I remember like the first like costume piece I got you, that your wizard cloak with the sequence hood, and I could just like feel the moment from the second you put it on. Like it just brought like a whole different ethos to you in a sense.
I'll wear it in our next live video, actually.
Awesome.
Yeah. Awesome. What do you think Burning Man could learn from tribe design?
I think just like small intimate groups of connection is something so important. And I know that happens at Burning Man. Like the thing about Burning Man is it's so massive. And the week goes by and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, I wish I did this or whatever. So I'm sure that I know that there are pockets where connection is happening like that. But I think like it needs to be like a full like some of the bigger camps that I'm thinking of, like Camp Contact, where it's like all movement and yoga and like these big reputable camps. Like let's have like a tribe design camp, right? Where you go and like you have all these exercises where you're just like straight to the point, connecting with people. And
yeah, basically what I heard you say is the best way for Burning Man to learn from tribe design is for tribe design to build a camp at Burning Man. And I love that. Cool. That's awesome. I feel super like I'm learning about tribe design. I'm learning about Burning Man. I'm learning about how I want tribe design to grow and evolve. And then what was your high point and low point of your tribe design experience?
I think my low point, there was one moment where I felt like I was like missing out on like there was like this epic jam session going on outside, and I had kind of stepped away to do something else, which I'm actually in hindsight so glad that I stepped away to do it.
Sometimes our low point becomes our high point.
I know.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Continue.
And I think I was just having like this really insane FOMO that I was missing this epic jam session, which I was a part of the beginning and then was part of the end, but there's just like this little piece in the middle that I stepped away from. And I felt like I just kind of like missed something that was like group flow state that I was just contributing to and was loving so much, and then like kind of pulled away, and I don't know.
Yeah, because what I would describe as the highlight of my whole experience, you were not there for that session, that pocket of time, whatever I would call that, a moment of moments.
And it was maybe only like 10
she wasn't
minutes.
there for a while. Yeah.
Yeah, like 10, 15 minutes, but it was like, yeah. But it is just a lesson, right? I mean, although I do believe in some sense we can be everywhere at once, our physical bodies can't be everywhere at once. So just like being all in on what I'm choosing to do, and yeah, maybe like not, because then afterwards, like my state shifted. I was like, I had so much FOMO that it was like almost like I was mad or resentful, or I don't even know, but I was just feeling like, I just like, but then it quickly like evolved and elevated out of that.
High point?
My high point, I think performing our music. I have two. I got to like co-facilitate and lead a women's circle with my beautiful sister Chella. That was really amazing, just empowering women and just like feeling, sisterhood is so important. Whoa. And then my second one was definitely when we performed our songs and just having everyone feeling like so into it and like believing in us and our creativity and our love, and it was just so special. Yeah, we did. We performed some songs for a group of people, an audience that were, to me, is like, I'll never be the same after feeling the level of support and celebration that I felt from a group of people that, not just some random people celebrating me, but people that I look up to, that I'm so inspired by, here affirming me, celebrating me, wanting me to share and perform and express, and it's like, feels so good. And that would be like my final thing, is the way that I talk about tribe design to you watching would be, if you're looking for a space to be like radically held accountable, celebrated, supported, and expressing your creativity, especially if it feels like a mystery to you, what your greatest gifts are, but you have, an element of music or an ability to speak or something that you want to share, and you want to nurture it and you want it to grow and you want to practice it in a community of people that are like the most willing students and participants that I've ever met. Tribe Design is a place that will definitely give you that opportunity. It's given me that opportunity. Yeah, I had a friend tell me, like, he's like, discover at least 2 new superpowers this weekend. Nice. And that's like how I felt when I left. Like I just was like discovered some new superpowers, or maybe like just was re-reminded of them.
Yeah.
And that felt really, really good.
Nice. Do you have anything else you'd like to say before I end this live video?
I love you, babe. I just love you so much. I just could smooch you all day.
Wow, thank you for watching. I'm excited to keep making live videos with you, Rhea, between now and when you depart for a month. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun doing life with you and getting to share these crazy experiences.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yes. It's been fun.
Kevin Oro says you two are adorbs.
Love you, Kev.
Alright, well, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Talk
Until
to y'all
next
soon.
time. Peace.
Peace. I gotta come over there and reach for the camera now.